What's good? It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post up new content. Mark this day on your calendar. For it is, and I don't even fucking know what day it is. Because Crazy Uncle drunk and fucked up at the same time. So this is Wednesday, April 29th, so-called 2026. I mean, I go by the doggone, I try to go by the Hebrew calendar, but look, I can't translate this shit right now because I already told y'all what type of condition that I'm in at this particular time. I got my glasses on, yes. Not because I see the bullshit over there in the corner. And just know, I sincerely, it's just, God damn it, hold on. Okay, all right. So here's the deal. I got my glasses on. I really can't see the shit even with my glasses on. But for those of y'all that actually gonna watch this, listen. I'm trying to work these some bitches out. Like, really. I mean, because, well, let's just look at it like this. I'm not trying to work these some bitches out. I just, like, for once, I wanted to try to look somewhat decent, like I knew what the fuck I'm talking about. Put glasses on. But these shits is not working, so I'm gonna do away with these shits. So, the whole deal is, and I hope I listen, I really hope that I don't take too long on this. And then it's just for the simple fact of how I'm talking. Y'all know I'm fucked up. Y'all know I'm drunk. And y'all know I'm high right now. But you know, I just really feel like that I have to say this. Cause I was laying down and then the spirits, whether it's this, whether it was the gin that I drank earlier, whether the piece of gum that I took, but just know all these motherfuckers, I feel somebody doing my hair like this right now, like no bullshit. It feels good. It really feels good. As long as you bastards don't fuck with my teeth and my gums. But here's the deal, people. You know how I always tell y'all, I say, hey, look, everybody think that everything after 1993, right? You know, that's when the internet came and, you know, it was like, hey, it is. This is it. This is new technology. Then here comes so-called social media. But then I always tell y'all, what the fuck did Crazy Uncle always tell y'all? I say, look, the internet has always been around. Longer than what the fuck y'all think. Social media has always been around. Longer than what the fuck y'all think. So to actually really prove to y'all that the internet was around way before April of 1993. Here's a scene. And, you know, for the most part, where's the volume? Where's the volume? Okay, the volume is up. You know, so I'm just going to tell y'all right now, if anything comes blurted out, y'all already know the reason why. Because the Crazy Uncle is really going to tell y'all some real serious shit here. Right? So, for the most part, right? So, this is looking like this. The internet, AOL, came out in 1993, right? So, this movie, Weird Science, right? 1985. And so, for the most part, depending on what type of person you are, what the fuck you actually going to look at? They wanted a woman. They wanted a woman. So this clip, what I'm about to show y'all right now, is what the fuck y'all are actually really call AI. The AI woman, the bitch, the whatever the fuck you want to call it. All of that shit, that one movie, some surveys with Megan Fox, they was telling y'all this then. You know, so if y'all want to call this, hey, weird science trying to warn y'all, hey, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But listen, there's more, there's no, it's more to the story. So guess what? Guess what the fuck we finna do? We gonna make this shit right. I know it may lie, I know it may lie, I know. See, it's almost like a ritual almost. I mean, we're all addicted to the internet. And so you just heard what the fuck, whatever the fuck he just said, right? And then let's continue. Let's get this shit right. Look at what the fuck they got on. 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 And then y'all wonder why. Y'all wonder why that the females are like how they are today. This was before Luke. Okay? But the thing about it though is this. Luke, you can never put it like this. You can never blame Uncle Luke. You can act like really never blame these motherfuckers. This shit has been going on forever today, people. History, when they say history repeats itself, here it is, right here. They did that in okay, yeah, there it is. What in technology, science, whatever the fuck it is. Y'all already know what the fuck the crazy uncle going with this one. Y'all already know, at least y'all should. People always talk. See, this is why. Listen, I'm not saying whoever the hell that you subscribe to, I'm not telling y'all to leave them. Support their channel. They depend on you. But I'm gonna tell you something about the crazy uncle. They don't know it, but I'm their crazy uncle. People always, even listen, anybody that's in the wonderful world of YouTube, right? In the wonderful world of YouTube, you know, and I know it's some good ones out there. There's some good ones out there. Y'all, put like this. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm not gonna call all names because I'll be forever today. Some of y'all on that bullshit, but I get where you're coming from. But put like this. Y'all always talking about right now. I don't never hear none of you bastards talking about, y'all were like, well, why do women like this? This, that, and third. But you never actually really go back and show content. Here it is. I'm the crazy uncle. I give y'all why women act the way that they do. And y'all don't want to motherfucker listen. And it's just for the simple fact. To be perfectly honest, they didn't know what the fuck they was doing. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Look at how them titties, Look at how them bras fit on their head. And then you go back and you look at how the titty was. And then y'all wonder why this movie right here was the birth of the AI woman. And when I say AI woman, I'm not talking about something that you actually like really can build. I'm talking about you motherfuckers that go out there to get the fake hair, the eyelashes, the fake titty, the fake booty. That's who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no motherfucker that you can cut off and on in the store, which for the most part, it really ain't that much of a difference between the two. If you actually really stop and think about it, the only put like this, you can cut some, you can put like this, you can cut both of them some bitches off. And I said this on my previous channel. I've been talking about this shit for years. Y'all talking about this shit like it's brand new. I've been talking about this shit for years. Don't nobody want motherfucker listen to the great goddamn crazy uncle. And I get all that. No, I'm not drunk. I mean, yes, I'm drinking. But the thing about it though is this. A lot of the shit what y'all talking about right now, I've been talking about this shit for years. Maybe it's because of how put like this. Maybe it's because of how I come off to people. I'm gonna call you ignorant motherfucker, raggedy something bitch this, ugly something bitch that, stupid motherfucker the other. I get all of that. But hey, guess what? It's not something that y'all ain't never heard before. I'm just telling you what the fuck your crazy uncle will tell you. Ignorant motherfucker, slap you upside the head, black something bitch, ignorant something bitch. Tell me you as a nephew or a niece that you ain't heard it from your goddamn crazy uncle. So that's all what the fuck that I try to do. And then after I just slap you upside the head, or whatever the fuck it is that I'm gonna do to you, I'll say, sit down there, nephew, sit down there, niece, let the uncle, let uncle tell you a little something. Let's go help you out later on in life. That's all what the fuck I do. That's all what the fuck I do. I go back and find the original source. These motherfuckers, they just acting ready to talk about now. This movie was made in 1985. How many of the motherfuckers that y'all listen to on a daily basis, that was born in 1985? Don't motherfucking worry about it. I wait. And then actually like sitting up here watching movies after this shit didn't pass your time, that shit don't count. Hey, guess what? We're gonna let this shit run.
Gary? By the way, why are we wearing bras on our heads?
Ceremonial.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna let this run. And then no, hold on, let me go ahead and say this, right? Let me go ahead and say this right fast. This is put like this. If nothing else, this clip that I'm showing y'all right now, right? And this is for the women. There's no y'all, some of the this. Y'all are the most beautiful creatures that walk the face of the earth. Regardless of so-called color, regardless of so-called size, whatever, however y'all actually look at it, right? We see y'all, and then depending on what type of vibe that you get off, that we pick up from y'all, our dick gonna get hard. And then now that I actually really think about it, sweet, DC, hold on, y'all. Okay, I was really, I want you to be part of my show. Please. If you don't, I understand. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, I'm high, as well as my wife. You know, it's just that I think it's they kicked in, and it like no excuse here. But my wife, she actually like really told me something interesting. You know, it's just like we as human beings, right? I guess well, ain't no guess to it, right? We give off certain pheromones, or we give off a scent, right? And then and then what my wife told me a couple days ago, right? I'm just like, because like honestly, to be perfectly honest, as far as I'm concerned, y'all the most beautiful motherfuckers in the face of the world, right? And I already know. I'm going to let's play this, and then I'm gonna say what I got to say.
Let's go.
Hang up the phone!
I hope y'all caught that. If you didn't, I'm not friendly with wine and fuck you. But just actually really think about what the fuck he just said. Go!
Why? What's going on? I don't know! Well, unplug it! Okay! Oh, shit! No!
Up until this point, I had to stop it because of I ain't trying to book nobody else's shit, you know. But up until this point, what have we seen? Hang up the phone. What the fuck they do? You can be out on a date, and then to be perfectly honest, them motherfuckers said they'll say some shit like, "Well, I ain't on the phone. I can't hang it up. I'm texting." Really, bitch? Let's go.
It was a birthday present!
You heard it right. Birthday present. Birthday present. What did he do? He broke the monitor. So look, and then y'all wonder why y'all don't get shit for your birthday. It's like what the fuck you want. And then what the fuck did he do? He smashed. He smashed the monitor. So guess what? However old you are, right? You know, if you're young, times it by. Hold on. Put it like this: if you're young, let's say times it by 4, or I don't know. Y'all some young, right? So whatever your age is, times that shit by 10 or 12, right? You know, and if you ain't nothing by then, yeah, both of you motherfuckers is drunk, or your shit about as wide as the goddamn hallway there. You know, so again, these motherfuckers, I almost you almost have to go back and look at what Eddie Griffin said. They gotta tell you before they do it. They gotta tell you before you do it. They got the mannequin out there. They got the mannequin out there. They just hooked that bitch up to some electricity. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, damn it.
Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Oh, shit! We gotta get this thing out of your house! Get it out! It was your idea! This is all your fault! I just hit the light out!
But then again, and even out of all of this, if you ask the overall shit, bottom line, when created a woman, there's no, it's going to be a lot of hell. It's going to be a lot, all hell is going to break loose. Halloween, All Hallows Eve, November 1st, All Saints Day. But just know that October 31st, all hell break loose. For you motherfuckers that actually really look at December 31st as New Year's Eve, what the fuck do y'all do on New Year's Eve? You get drunk, you show your ass, and then depending on how well you show your ass, you finna go to motherfucking jail. Right? So when you put like this, and then just know I'm gonna put a little light on it. I'm gonna put a little light shade on it, right? Woman come from us. Woman come from us. And then they raise hell. The woman is a manifestation of our anger. And I'm gonna say that again. A woman is nothing more of a manifestation. And Nino Brown, since you like to do that deep shit, I already know that I ain't really like high enough on your, I'm not high enough on your radar. But I saw that what you did. I saw that what you did earlier. Where the man said, you can never make a woman happy. But then again, you got to actually really look at who did the woman come from? Who did the woman come from? And then what trials and tribulations that whoever the hell that she came from didn't actually really manifest into the woman, right? And then you, as the man that acts like woman comes from, how about you get where you really understand yourself as a man, that not only that you are masculine by nature, but you are also feminine when it comes to your woman. The same individual that came out of you when you went to sleep, or when we all went to sleep. And what did Yahweh do? Yahweh already knew that man cannot do this alone. So he had to put man to sleep and take a rib to create the woman. Why the fuck do you think when a man comes home from a 12-hour shift, 14-hour shift, 16-hour shift, you as the woman, right? You can be happy. Hey, baby, I got your dinner ready. And she can want some dick all goddamn day long, right? Once he eat, all what the fuck he gonna do is want to take a shower, which is ass backwards. Because the thing about it with the crazy uncle is this: before I sit down at the dinner table, I'm not finna come to my dinner table nasty. I'm gonna go shower first. I'm gonna go get pretty. Because I want to sit down with my family. And I don't need my kids to my, daddy, you smell like work. No, we gonna sit down and we all go eat. Because the thing about it though is this, you as a man, you don't care how your kids smell. Because you already know they're going to wash their ass later. Because you're going to tell them to wash their ass later. Because what? We finna sit down. We finna eat dinner. We finna give grace to Yahweh. We gonna sit down. We gonna enjoy this beautiful meal what Mama done made. Okay? And damn, I got out off the subject. Right? You know what? My whole deal is the internet. This movie, all what the fuck I'm really trying to tell y'all is this. The internet was around before they released it to y'all or to us, right? They already knew what type of woman they wanted to have. All through the internet, through this movie. But hey, come on. You crazy. I'm gonna let this finish.
You get it out! I'll get it out! Whoa! Oh, shit!
Here, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the great interest. At the time, even though, I ain't gonna bullshit y'all. Kelly LeBrock, she was a bad bitch back in the day. And so again, everything what I'm telling y'all right now, right? Y'all should be catching this shit. Y'all should be catching this shit. Right? But Hollywood, whatever the fuck you want to, however y'all want to call it. Right? This is what got us. As far as like Hollywood girl goes. Let's go. Now, for the most part, right, this is what, if you're an Umar Johnson fan, this is what Umar Johnson was saying. He'll be saying like, see, they never wanted to put the our African black queen in her place, right? Because basically what he'll say, look at Catherine Bach. They played on the Dukes of Hazzard. Everybody watched Daisy Duke. And then they got a pair of shorts named after Daisy Duke. But then we could look at Good Times. We could look at Thelma. We could look at Florida. We could look at Bologna, right? Look at how they was built. Especially Thelma, right? Did they give her a deal on some Daisy Duke? They did give her a deal on some Dukes to wear some short pants. I mean, and then he asking all these questions, right? Not knowing that Bernadette Stannis, right, wasn't about that life. She didn't want to show her ass cheeks. To be perfectly honest, she probably want to show her ass cheeks during the movie, during the whole time they was on TV, right? But then again, Status old school. Yeah, look at my ass. Just know that you can't touch it. I'm not about that life. She never actually really portrayed that type of life. I'm gonna tell you, unlike how some of these motherfuckers are, and then just for the record, for my own record, this is me talking. This is sheer speculation. But if you actually really look at Bernadette's status, Bernadette, whatever, y'all know. Okay, hold on. Bernadette status, and then you look at Cherokee the ass. That's all what the fuck I'm gonna say, right? I'm not insinuating anything, but look at them two, and then if y'all want to do the math, however y'all want to do math, hey, there it is. Let's let the rest. We're gonna let the rest of this run.
1, 2, 3.
She's alive! Alive!
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
So, again, people, right? You know, however y'all want to look at it, right? But it's just like what I told y'all earlier, right? The internet has been around longer than what y'all can possibly imagine, right? Am I a little blurry? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So again, it's like what I said, right? The internet has been around longer than what y'all think it is. Another movie that y'all can actually really go, another movie that y'all can actually really watch. Matter of fact, any type of movie in the 80s, right, that deals with any type of military operation, yeah, you probably could go back as well as the 60s. The internet has been around a long time. Just like social media has been around a long time. All what you put like this. Let's look at it like this. I already know that this video is not going anywhere, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know, it's just some things, that me as the crazy uncle. Sometimes, you have to take that long route. You have to take that long route. Just like say, I've been okay, like take me for instance. I've been in the gym ever since I was 16 years old. And if you look at me, right, okay, I'm 53. I mean, you can look at me, okay, this motherfucker, he ain't did shit. But the thing about it though is this, you really don't know what type of work that I put in. I mean, did you ever think that I didn't want to be no real big son bitch? And then I'm walking around like Ronnie Coleman? You never thought of that. But everybody looks at Ronnie Coleman because of what the fuck he did. Right? And then, for the most part, right, I know I come on here and I tell y'all, hey, listen, I did 21 years in the United States Army. Now, what do you actually really think that's a big deal to you? But it's a big deal to me because I did it. I put my life on the line. That way y'all can actually really watch me say what the fuck I say. Right? I'm not asking you to play this. I don't ask for a whole lot. I really don't. I'm just doing this for fun. This is my free time. So y'all actually, for the most part, talking about doing shit for free, y'all doing it for free. And ain't got nothing wrong with old overdose or whatever. Listen, my apologies, dog. I'm there. I'm subscribed to your channel, but that Overdose, whatever his name is, he said, like, imagine you watching my videos, you laughing your ass off, you ain't subscribed. I get all that. I got you, dog. I got you. I love what you're doing. But the crazy dog, I ain't trying to do that shit. I'm just, whether you doing it to stack paper or actually really put food on the table. Hey, dog, I applaud you. Crazy dog don't need that shit. 21 years, United States Army. All what I'm asking y'all is just like, hey, look, watch, like, and subscribe. I could care less about this money. And then if I get a lot of y'all, if y'all really like my content, go ahead and subscribe. Because for the most part, I'm going to tell you what the fuck I'm going to do with the money. Because I don't need the money. I will actually really let y'all watch me donate it to people that actually I really need. And then for anybody that's actually going to want to watch this, if y'all want to do the exact same thing, but hey, by all means, do so. It's what the fuck I'm asking for. I don't ask for a whole lot, but there's a lot of us out there on the street. There's a lot of us out there on the street, regardless of color. And they need our help. We don't know that. Yeah, they could be bullshitting. But do you actually really know that to be true? And I'm guilty of it. Because for the most part, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, I don't always have it. I don't always have it. Or I do have it, but I'm not going to give it to him or her because I'm trying to get my drink on, which is sick. I'm just telling y'all right now, yes, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up beyond belief. I do this shit because unlike old boy that I talked about, this is some serious shit. This is serious shit that all of us go through. Y'all don't know what the fuck we go through on a daily basis. Because if y'all did, y'all would push a hell of a lot harder. We can only yell so goddamn loud and for so long. But y'all be the first one to say, oh, they sent my baby. They sent my baby to war. They sent my nephew to war. My grandson. But y'all don't say shit. Y'all never do. So fuck y'all. Until y'all actually really get this shit right. Yes, I'm all off subject now. And then however you really want to look at the crazy uncle right now. You want to look at me as being drunk, you want to look at me as being high, or you want to look at me as being fucked up and pissed off. The 21-year Army veteran. Take it how you want it. I already know this shit ain't going nowhere. I already know it ain't. But if you see me and know me, don't holler about thank you for your service. Really, motherfucker? So that's all what the fuck you got. Because you were too chicken shit to put on this goddamn uniform. See? See what happened right there? Y'all see what happened right there? I was talking about one thing. It put like this. Take it how you want it. I say what I had to say. So how the fuck y'all take old boy fell? Y'all don't know how to catch it. Y'all never will. Y'all never will. Because y'all don't look for the signs. As far as like the family. Y'all don't look for the signs. That one in there? Yeah. But to be perfectly honest, I know I took it way past Bruno. I get all that. But the thing about it is this movie along with a lot of 1980 movies, if not in the 60s. They told y'all about the internet. They told y'all what the fuck was coming. But just know this, I don't believe in motherfucking AI. Because who got to program it? Who has to program it? And then for you motherfuckers that do reaction videos, but see, here's the deal. I'm gonna call all you some bitches out. I track, you been one, and just for the simple fact, you my boy. I'm highlighted to, I'm subscribed to your channel, but you ain't never came to me. Ain't nobody. You know, I get it. I ain't got enough subscribers. But the thing about it though is this: the shit that you put out, straight bullshit. It's straight bullshit, dog. I'm just gonna come out and tell you, right? These motherfuckers talking about aliens, aliens this, aliens that, aliens the other, right? This is one universe. Look at it as if you would look at your body. It's shit going on in your body right now that you don't motherfucking know. And then these bastards, they're gonna sit up here and tell you like X plus Y times Z equals ABC, and they really don't know what the fuck is talking. They really don't know. Ain't nobody went to the moon, and then I know it went on yours, right? But this motherfucker, she looking at the goddamn how the path the shit went, knowing damn well they ain't even go that far. They ain't even go that far. And she trying to make this shit out of a musical note. Bitch, really? I guess you forgot about the Van Allen belts. And then you didn't look at nothing else. You didn't look at nothing else. Do you actually really know how hot that shit is? Right? But the thing about those is, y'all sit there, look, this is what the fuck y'all do. Y'all sit there, and y'all look at it just like this. Oh, shit. That do make sense. Don't none of that shit make sense. Why the fuck you think it, put it like this, why the fuck y'all think it's called TikTok? Because they don't know how to measure time. Why the fuck y'all think that they spell it like how they spell it? Yeah, y'all can sit up here and have, yeah, okay, I'm fucked up. Oh, I'm fucked up. But if I'm that fucked up, right? Then why am I actually like really clowning how they say TikTok when none of you motherfuckers actually really don't know how to marry, when none of you motherfuckers actually really know how to measure time, right? It's 7 days, right? How come it's not 70 seconds? Why I got to be 60 seconds? Did you ever actually really think about that? Why I got, I'm just saying, right? And then you want, and see, and then y'all believe what old boy said, right? That DeGrasse Tyson fucker, right? Oh, the earth is spinning faster than what it should. Okay, motherfucker, you really don't, nobody really know how to measure time. But the crazy uncle do, right? Because this is how time works. These motherfuckers, they just took the Bible and then they looked at what happened on the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. And then what happened on the seventh day? He rested. Guess what? Time still continued. Time still continued. You ignorant bastards. All of y'all. And then y'all want to sit up there and holler about, oh, the earth is spinning faster than what it is. No, you some bitches don't know how to tell time. Just because a motherfucker rested, that don't mean that time stopped. Let's think about it for a minute. Why the fuck in the Bible they say 360 instead of 365? And then what about the bet that was made? They wanted y'all to believe that time slowed down, but it never did. Because if you look at what the fuck they was bet off of, they was bet off of the moon. The moon does not give off its own light. But old Pat boy, the Grease, the Tyson, or where the fuck y'all want to call him, right? He ain't gonna tell y'all that. He can't tell y'all that. Because he's paid to tell y'all the other. It's only 360 days in a year, people. If you actually really go back, for those, put like this. God damn it, this is one time that I could have got with my boy, Dane Calloway. Actually, I really set a lot of this stuff in play. But I'm probably not even a pawn in the play. Because the thing about it though is this. He wants everybody to come together. You got it on where we come from. Or where we were at in the first place. Now somebody, for the most part, need to tell you what time it is. Okay? And then let that flow through the churches. I can tell you what time it is. And then I watched that one deal that you did earlier. You were talking about the Hebrew Israelites. You were talking about the Hebrew Israelites. My young brother, don't you know that we are all Hebrew Israelites? Right? I got a chart that actually really proves the point. Because if you actually really look at Abraham and his 12 sons, right? And then you look at the tribes from whom they was named after. I saw that what old boy said. I mean, he said Yahshua, I say Yahshua. So you know what? Guess what? I give him that. I say 12, I say he put it like this. I say 12, he say 13. Right? And you talking about the lost tribes. But the thing about the lost tribes is this. When it was actually really time to move, who was part of the detail? Okay? Because everybody in each detail, right? And I don't want to make this sound, the wrong way. Yes, it was 13. Right? But they don't actually really mean that they were slaves. The powers that be or the powers that shouldn't be, they know that it was 13. When old boy talking about we're the lost tribe, no the fuck we're not. No the fuck we're not. We are the ones that built this shit. Now, if he said it, okay. If he didn't, he fucked up. But we're the ones that built that shit. Who the fuck you think rebuilt the so-called White House? Come on, old boy. Come on, Dane Calloway. Put it like this. I already know this shit ain't going nowhere. But if you ask me to stop and think about it for a minute, who rebuilt the White House? Old boy talked about the 13th tribe. Yes, that was the 13th tribe. But do he actually really know what the 13th tribe was responsible for? They was the ones that built the tabernacle. They are the ones that do how to position stuff. To say, hey, if you really wanted to make this work how it's supposed to work, you got to build it this way, and I'm going to teach you how to build it this way. A lot of the most recognizable structures were built by who? Oh boy, didn't say that. So don't sit up here and holler about the 13th tribe if you can't doggone give off what the fuck we did. We built the Brooklyn Bridge. We built all that shit in Washington, D.C. We rebuilt the White House, or what the fuck they call the White House. Everything across this landmass we have built. You holler about the 13th tribe. We were never lost, guy. We were never lost. We were never lost. But just like any infectious disease, not to say that we are, we pass our DNA, our information to everybody else, really not knowing what the fuck they gonna do. That's how we lost this shit. I can sit up here and holler about Axe Black Devil too. Come on, Dane Calloway. Holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. Go bring B Miles in this. Go bring whoever the hell you bring in this. Right? I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you how this shit goes. That ain't for me to do. I just want to be a part of the goddamn conversation. I just want to be a part of the push of how this shit go. But then again, if you really look at it, we are already doing it. And then they are already doing it. BBL, Dane Calloway, BBL. And then with that being said, hey, guess what the fuck y'all get to do? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday. Your granny, hold on. God damn it. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner. Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Dang. I know I'm low level, but I know shit. I'll let you boy. I can be a general wherever the fuck you want to place me. I'm gonna holler at y'all.